I hope my tips help. Now let's move on to our next topic of discussion, and that is handling difficult behavior. Though those occasions will arise every once in a while. But as mentioned earlier in the video, those behaviors are pretty easy to manage and not anything to worry about. In addition, you always have your program coordinator who you'll meet later and your school coordinator who will always be an arm's reach away to come to your aid. So now before we dive into talking about managing challenging behavior, I think we first need to understand what motivates challenging behavior. And the answer is fairly easy, folks. It's attention. All behavior has a social purpose, and typically, not always, but typically, it's to get attention. And we also don't want to forget about those 4 basic needs that we talked about earlier, particularly the need of belonging. Our kids are in need of acceptance and attention, and will sometimes find some creative ways of getting your attention, even if it's negative. But let's try not to focus on that negative behavior, because the more you focus on that negative behavior, guess what, folks? What do you think you're going to get? You're going to get more negative behavior. That student will continue to act out to get your attention. So instead, how about we focus more on that cooperative, mature, respectful behavior? Your team will soon learn more positive ways of getting your attention, and that is by being respectful and cooperative. So whenever a student is doing something kind or polite, call attention to it. And if your students are being cooperative and working well together, which you're going to love, shout it out. Alright, so it's that simple. So now let's change gears for a moment and just have a reality check. There will be those occasions. So like I said, it's pretty easy to manage, but there will be a couple occasions maybe here and there when you might have to get with your co-mentor, pull a student outside to have that one-on-one discussion. And on these occasions, we still want to be positive. We want to keep positive reinforcement in mind. So we recommend that you start that conversation when necessary with something positive and then move into addressing the behavior. All right? So let's say, for example, you have a student by the name of Timmy. Let's say Timmy. I like the name Timmy, who loves to talk and it gets easily excitable. When conducting your sharing exercises, he's constantly interrupting and he wants to interject his own personal story or opinion. But on several occasions, you've asked little Timmy to stop and to wait his turn. But a month has gone by and nothing has changed. Timmy's still interrupting. So here's an example of addressing that behavior. Remember, I'm going to start off positive and then I'm going to kind of jump in there and address the behavior. So Timmy, though you always have a great story to share, we want to make sure that other members on your team have the same opportunity to share one of their great stories without interruption. So the same respect and patience that the team gives you is what I'd like for you to work on. Do you think we can do that? Be a little more patient and allow other people to talk? And I tell you what, Timmy, once everyone is done sharing, if there's time left over, we will give you the full platform to share another one of your great stories. So did you kind of hear how that all worked out? I said something positive, which was, I love the fact that he's confident and he loves to share and always has great stories. And then I moved into addressing the behavior, and that is, can you wait his turn and be more respectful and allow other people the chance to share their stories? All right? So now, I'm going to test you out again. So let's give it a try. So again, always focus on your team's cooperative behavior, even when having to address challenging behavior. Bringing attention to mature behavior will have a profound effect on your team. So try to strive for looking for those opportunities to say things like, I love how we're taking turns, or good teamwork, I love the positive energy, and this is one of my favorite because you're always going to need help cleaning up. It's so great when the whole team chips in and helps clean up. Now stay tuned for some additional great tips from your next trainer.